Hello, Abusianfo. We're there. This real quick. I just want to talk about opportunities and chances that come our way. Majority of the time, people are always waiting on the biggest opportunities to come their way. They're always saying, "Oh, if I get this, if I'm able to get $10,000, if I'm able to get 20,000 Ghana cedis, then I would be able to do something." We are always looking out for that one big opportunity to accomplish something that we've set our minds on. We are always looking for something big to happen to us before we make a move. But one thing is that there is nothing like a big opportunity. There's nothing like this is the biggest opportunity I've gotten. Opportunities are the ones that you make of every situation. Opportunity is you being able to identify that this is something that I can act on. This is something that I can do to help myself. There's no thought about this is a big opportunity. Anything, how you perceive something, how you see something, basically. If someone presents you $1 or $20, your perception about the $20 or one city or 20 cities, your perception about it will determine what you do with it. If you say it as just 20 cities, if you see it just as $1, then that's how you're gonna see it. But then if you see it as, okay, it's something that you can buy a gum with, or you can buy cigarettes with it, or you can buy something valuable with it, and then you can use that to sell. You can sell something like that. If you get, let's say, if you use that $1, or if you use that one city to buy a yogurt, and then someone sees you and says, "Oh, I want some," and you say, "Okay, I'm gonna give you half, but then you have to pay me 80 cedis, or let's say 50 pesos to get half of it." And then if someone sees you and you say, "Okay, I want some of what you have," and you tell the person, "Okay, give me 50 pesos for half the same, we can divide it into two, the half that you got, so quarter you get. So by the time you are done, you bought the thing for one city. You bought it for one city, yeah, and now you are making like let's say like 90 pesos out of the one city. You still ended up having something to munch on. So when someone gave you one city, you didn't see it as just one city. You saw it as an opportunity to invest, to make money out of it. That is the biggest opportunity you got. The very thought that you have about doing something is that opportunity. When you start writing things down, when you have a thought and you just start writing it down, that is the opportunity. That is the opportunity you have to make something out of that thought you are having. Like they say, little drops of water make a mighty ocean. It's not an ocean of water that determines the mighty ocean. It takes little by little, things little by little, then it culminates, it gets together, and then it becomes the biggest opportunity. So it starts from one, identifying that this is my opportunity. First of all, you have to identify it, that this is an opportunity for me to grab, to do something. I've heard stories about Despite, who's Ghanaian. When he started, he was selling gum, cigarettes, certain things which were minor. Like you would say that they were minor, and then he started selling it. And then gradually, when he got some profit, he started investing it in something else. And then little by little, now he became who he is today. based on the little beginnings, the little things that he invested his time in, he invested his money in. Maybe he didn't start with a million Ghana cedis. He didn't start with $1 million. He started with probably two, let's say 2 cedis or 5 cedis. But then the thought that he said in his mind that, okay, this 5 cedis or this 20 cedis or this 50 cedis that I have can make me millions of cedis, make me millions of dollars. The mindset about the value of the money he had in hand was the opportunity. So your thought, the thought that you have is your opportunity, not the material things that people will hand to you. Because when you start thinking about something, immediately something comes your way which is in line with your thinking, you just grab it because you've already thought about it. So you don't have to wait for something to drop in your arms or drop in your hands before you act. You act when you start thinking. Immediately you start thinking about something, that is the opportunity you have right there. You might not have something to start with, but then the fact that you've thought about it, the fact that you've written something about it, the fact that you've spoken to someone about it, is that opportunity. Because when people start hearing you say something about, okay, I want to get into film, I want to do film, I've had a story, I have a story, I have some poetry in my head, that when you talk to someone about it, that is opportunity. When you write it down and then you start showing people, that is opportunity. You don't need a filmmaker to present that thing to before you can identify that as an opportunity. It's not opportunity in itself when you start talking about it, when you start thinking it. That is opportunity. Because as time goes on, when you start talking about it, when you start writing it down, you continuously try to find ways to make something out of that. So that becomes the opportunity. Because as more and more you talk about those thoughts or the thinking that you're having, people will see that, oh, this person really has something in him or her. So why don't we help the person? It will happen. It will just happen at some point. Because someone might identify, oh, you've been saying this for a long time. Oh, I know this one. I know this individual. He's also into this. She's also into that. Maybe let me link you up to that person. Let me link you guys, together and see how things go. The more you talk about it, the more you think about it, the more you write it down and let other people see what you're doing a little bit. That is opportunity. So the opportunity is when you start thinking. It's not when you start doing. Because if you don't think it, then you can act upon it. So we should change our mindsets about, oh, I want this biggest opportunity in order to do this. I want this opportunity to do that. I want this opportunity to, because opportunity doesn't present itself like manna from heaven. You have to create it. And you create it by having a thought. You create it by having the intuition to do something. You see a social problem. You see that there's sexual harassment going on in your community. And you say, I hate this. I hate the fact that, men are always taking advantage. We live in a misogynistic environment. I hate that men are always taking advantage of women. It's a thought that you've had. That is opportunity to act upon that thought. Upon that intuitive thought that you've had. The fact that you hate it means that you can do something about it. So that is the opportunity. Opportunity is identifying something and deciding to work towards that. Until then, there's nothing like a big opportunity. Because what you might think that is a big opportunity for you, someone will say, this is not the opportunity I want. I want something else. So your mindset about each, thing that comes your way determines whether it's a big opportunity or it's not an opportunity. There's no big opportunity. There's opportunity and no opportunity. There's no opportunity when you don't think about it. Let's say for me, I've never thought about, flying a plane. So it's not opportunity. There's no opportunity for me to think about flying a plane. No. But then it has been my thought of always addressing social issues. And that's what I've started. It's been my thought of always empowering people. And I started writing about it. And now I've acted on it. That is the opportunity. That is the opportunity to change something. So this is just a quick, something about opportunity. So start thinking differently about the things that are presented to you. Start thinking differently about your life. Start thinking differently about the things that you see as a problem, but you are not doing anything about it. Start thinking about, the job that you are not getting. Start thinking differently about that. So I'm not getting a job. What do I do? Start thinking differently. And write it down. It's really good to write something down. I was listening to so recently Tyler Perry just opened a big studio. He inaugurated it and invited a couple of people. This is Tyler Perry, who was once homeless. He was just a janitor. And then he was watching a video. Oprah said, anything that comes to your head, just write it down. That was the moment for Tyler. He already had the thoughts of writing. He had the thoughts of becoming a playwright, a producer, like that, something like that. But then when he heard Oprah saying that, write things down, that was his break. And now he's one of the richest guys in America. And people are using his studio. First in its kind. First African American to have a studio. So it starts with the thought, the intuition, the perception. Changing that would help you take in everything that comes your way as an opportunity. Even if it's a negative thing, it's an opportunity. This guy, he's a UFC, the guy who, I can't remember his name, McGregor. Yeah, McGregor. He says that he never fails. Even when he loses, he wins because he learns from it. So everything that happens to you is an opportunity to change something. It's an opportunity to make a step. It's an opportunity to take your thinking or your behaviors from where you are at to a different position. From A to B. That is the opportunity. All right. So, listen to this, and please subscribe to my page for more of these. And if you have any comment, please put it at beneath my YouTube page. And if you have a question, we can also discuss that. If you have something motivational to also say, you can make a video and I'll post it for you on my page as well on YouTube. You can also, go to Facebook and friend me. I'll respond. My name is Pax Deport on Facebook. So just touch base. All right. Take care and then change your mindset. There's no such thing as biggest opportunity. All right.